Hi, I'm Sapna. I'm from Qskills. We are launching this program all over schools, and we also want to know the opinions of people, the parents, the young people, or the kids itself. So, what do you think is lagging in our education?
I think what's lagging is that there's only theoretical studies, no practical studies. We are studying a lot of books, but students don't know how to apply it in the real life. They don't know how to do their jobs. So what I think is we need to have practical studies also, not like lab work, but we need to know what's happening in the world, what's happening in the office, what they need to study for that. Studying a lot of accounts or business, me being a commerce student, studying a lot of accounts and business is not actually the what we need to study. In when we go to office only we understand that there's a lot of different things that we need to know. So that's
Thank you so much for your feedback. Also, what do you think? What can be added more for the education? When I say education, it can be for the schools or the college, the kids or the young people.
okay. In light of what I said, I think a lot of more of practical things like a lot of people need to know what's happening in the office, like what systems they are using, what applications they are using. So studies on that or teaching that in the colleges or schools will be much better.
One thing I want to know is, what do you think? What's lagging in our education?
uh, Teaching practical skills.
Then I think that mainly it's hygiene and the cleanliness.
I think more like crafts, arts, everything should be added. She has only studies in her school, so
I request institutions to just bring upon like extracurricular activities.
I would suggest like we need to have a practical, a pragmatic way of approach towards education.
They learn by doing. Learning by doing should be there.
They should know the basic behavior of how to mingle with the common people, because nowadays when kids are going to big schools, they just don't know how to handle the common people.
It's sex education, which is very important currently.
I think now at present education should be skill based. You know, it has become a traditional method which we have gone through. Our kids are also going through the same thing.
Especially in the metropolitan cities, now the children they are not behaving properly, especially with maybe with their parents in the society.
So there has to be some platform there she can learn whatever she loves.
So how do you feel, ma'am, if we, as a Qskills India, if we add, sexual abuse, or it could be about the drugs, it could be about the mental health, it could be about the, social media obsessions. Do you think this is important and this could be added in the education?
Yes, it is very important. So I'm a counselor myself. So I think that being a part of the curriculum is very important, rather than they try to search for the information on Google or try to figure it out from their friends. So yeah, being included in mainstream education would be.
Qskills जो है, ये जो पब्लिक ओपिनियन लेके उनके हमारे जो करिकुलम से प्रिपेयर हुए ना, उसके हिसाब से ही हम कर रहे हैं. तो आपको क्या लगता है मैम, अगर ये Qskills अगर स्कूल्स में लाएंगे तो वो हेल्प होगा सब बच्चों के लिए?
Qskills इट्स गुड. जितना भी एक्टिविटीज, फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज के साथ जो भी मिलके हैं वो बहुत ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है. ज्यादातर आप लोग फोकस करते हैं बुक के ऊपर, उसके ऊपर ही परसेंटेज के ऊपर जाते हैं. नहीं, ये जो प्रैक्टिकली जो भी होगा, दैट इज रियली बेटर फॉर द टू स्टूडेंट्स.
So this Qskill is exactly it's what it's doing, and we are taking this to all the schools. So how important do you think this should be there?
It should be there because I think this should come as a part of a value education.
Exactly. So the Qskill is exactly to do so, ma'am, because we are teaching the kids about the discipline, about the act of kindness. It's about the sex education, social media obsession. What do you think, if this is all taught in a school as a curriculum, would you opt for it? Would you be okay, for your kids to learn all that?
Yeah, sure. It'll be better, I think.
It'll help. Will help it?
Yeah, it'll surely help.
Anything else that you want to add, or you think that this is important for a kid, today's kid?
Maybe like not restricting them within the four boundaries of a school, taking them out more to some treks or to some places where they can gather more knowledge and see what happens actually in life. That would be more better. I feel like our curriculum should be more practical. It is more theoretical based, and we make our kids study something which is just practiced in theories and nothing practical is there. We should be teaching more about the practical phase of our lives. That is what I feel.
So basically what happens here, we are teaching our kids about the discipline. It could be the act of kindness, it could be about social abuse, or it could be the sex education. What do you think, this is also important for the kids education?
Yeah, it is very important to the children, because all children don't have same type of mind. Some people don't know where they are going wrong and where doing the so that mistakes we have to correct in them, because this is the 14 to 18 is the age where they cannot judge themselves. Wrong things will be good for them and good things will be wrong for them. So we have to guide them.
Exactly, ma'am. So that's why we are bringing out this Qskills program. So do you think this Qskills program is gonna be good for the kids?
Definitely it will be a good, because some people you are really doing a good work where you can help the students to bring out their skills, and people who want to study and they don't have support, please you can support them. I really support your channel and thanks for it.
Okay, we should, rather than the rote learning system, we should give more practical importance to what children is learning. They should be taught more of life skills rather than the same mugging. I think whatever we learned 20 years back, that is what
Today's kids is also learning, is what you're saying. So ma'am, that to overcome this only, there is a Qskills program which we have introduced. I'm from Qskills, and this will teach you the kids, the real life sciences. It could be the money management, it could be the crisis management, or it could be about the discipline, it could be about the sex education, or drug abuse. Do you think this is also very important for the kids?
What?
Is this important for the kids, and it should be taught? Yes.
About yes, okay.
So this is what we are teaching in Qskills. So do you think Qskills should do this for all the schools?
Of course. Schools should do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There should be a space given to Qskills to do this, is what I wanted to know.
Qskills, I don't know much about what you're teaching. So I think these topics what you're talking about should be taught in school.
Exactly. So these topics is bring out through a Qskills. That is the program what I am coming from. So that's when these are the programs which I listed to you. So these are the programs what we are teaching the kids. That's the reason I wanted to know if the Qskill is good to go, and do you prefer your kids also to learn this?
The topics, yes, of course.
Thank you so much for your feedback, and thanks for your time, ma'am. This is a curriculum which we are trying to bring out to all the schools, ma'am, globally. So what do you think what's lagging in our education?
The main thing that I feel is we are too much into general education. There is no vocational education or proper training being given. So whatever theoretical education we are providing to the students, that is not helping them to get jobs. It's not an employment-oriented education we are giving. And especially industries require a sort of technical knowledge, skill, which our schools and colleges are unable to provide. The general education part is unable to provide.
So our Qskills programs, let me tell you, the feedback what you are given is really helpful, and definitely let's see what best our Qskills can do for that. But also to inform you, ma'am, Qskills also does, it can be any general education. It could be crisis management, money management, or it could be for the kid a discipline, act of kindness, or a basic law to know for him. So we are trying to bring out these kind of points to the education, the Qskills program curriculum. What is your intake on this, ma'am, and how important do you think this should be included in the education?
Rather, what you're saying is those are life skills. Life skills are important for survival in life. What we are teaching inside, I myself am a teacher from Kolkata, St. Xavier's Collegiate School. I teach economics. But what economics I am teaching the students there is also only theory, bookish knowledge. But actually what will happen when they go out into the world, how to solve the problems, whatever situations they'll face, that is very important.
When we are coming to picture, so I wanted to know the feedback for the Qskills in that case, ma'am.
So Qskills, if they come up with such practical teachings and practical skill development programs, that will be like immense help. Because in today's world, what is required is that practical sense, which is lacking in our, I myself am teaching, but I know it is very much lacking in our present day education system.
Do you think this is important? And this so much. Thank you for your valuable feedback,
Yes, it is
and thanks for your time, ma'am.
I'm a counselor myself.